Thank you, Jim. County Council, Chamber execs, and friends, I hope, business community. My name is Rose Schuhmacher, and I am the Executive Director of the Holly Hill Chamber of Commerce. No, these aren't my notes for this. This is for when I do the second set, okay? So, first I have to apologize that I wasn't here last year. See, even though I've lived in Florida for 45 years, there are those Yankees up north that think I should come visit every time there's things like a death and a birth in a family. So that's why I wasn't here last year. But had I been here last year, you missed out. I would have invited you all to see my new office because the city of Holly Hill moved me into what used to be the old library. You know, the library that you all closed? Well, if you missed it... Okay, well, and if you missed it, it's too late because you haven't lived until you moved your office twice in 18 months. So now I'm no longer there. You have to come visit me at 101 2nd Street. You know that beautiful market, that historic building? Well, that's where I'm at.
Nice.
And I have to say that even though moving twice in 18 months is not the joy of my life, I have to admit, in all honesty, every move was an upgrade. Unfortunately, I'm 2 blocks from the Mason line. That's not the Mason Dixon line. That's the Mason Holly Hill Daytona line. So I have this feeling they keep pushing me south, but I don't know where I'll be next. So I can tell you, my only joy is the fact that it's a 10-year lease. Now, at my age, I can assure you, I'm either going to be retired or dead. So I don't have to worry about unpacking another box unless it comes from Office Depot. On that note, usually I'm the last one, at least the first time I was here, I was supposed to be the last one. I had it all planned what to say, and they put me up first. But basically, the Holly Hill Chamber is smaller than most. We do almost everything that everybody else does on a small scale and with a much older person. That being said, we are alive, and I have to go with Samantha because 7 years ago this month, the Holly Hill Chamber of Commerce was broke. As a matter of fact, they were beyond broke. And they recruited me to help get them out of a pinch. I did, and 7 years later, and I have to admit, there's money in the bank with actually what some people would call reserve funds. The only thing is, I got the membership from 150 to 200 and something, and it's been hovering at 200 and something ever since. But as long as there's enough money to pay my salary, it's okay. But I haven't got golf scramble. And when people say it's a charity, my line is, it pays my salary. So if you feel like you have to golf for charity, think of it as a poor widow's fund. On the serious side, and this for those who don't know me, might be hard to believe, but I'm going to switch hats. My name is Rose Schuhmacher, and I happen to be the president of the Volusia County Chamber Alliance. How did that happen? Well, let's see. I was the chairperson for 4 years. So when they decided to incorporate last year, it was, here I was. So, speaking on a very serious note, first of all, we would like to thank the County Council for the seed money that they gave us to start the Give Back Volusia plan. If you're not familiar with GB Volusia, it's a buy local plan. It's a card that you as a merchant would purchase. You would get involved in it. You would give your benefits or a discount to residents or businesses, depending on what type of business you are. You would take advantage of it, and you're part of the website. The idea was to buy local. We want money to stay here in Volusia County. And believe it or not, I don't care what some of the people here think. We don't care whether you spend the money on the east side, or the west side, or the south side. We just want the money to stay on this side of the St. Johns River. Got it? Got it. Okay. We're going to stop being parochial and start thinking of Volusia County as home for all of us. So to that point, we say thank you to the council. To that end also, this year we're having another expo. And I think to the delight of the airport, we will be holding it at the airport. Now these dates are hard for you to remember, so try real hard. It's going to be held on 11, 12, 13. Okay, so you start off with your two hands and then go again around the corner and you got it. And on that note, I will turn the mic back to Mr. Rose. You see they're dying to say, when is she going to get promoted? Oh, just one more thing. One more thing. I came up with this little thing to describe the difference between chambers of commerce and networking groups. You know, it sometimes really bothers me every time I turn around, there's another networking group, you know. We're doing business and we're having this event and come for free and buy drinks and everything else. And I describe the difference as the difference between we and me. Okay, the me is I join a networking group. I really don't care about you. And I don't care about what your government does. I only care about my business. And I'm going to get him to buy from me. So that's the me groups. The Chamber of Commerce, if you've never been in a chamber office, is the we groups. Yes, we network with one another. We try to promote business. But listen, 50% of my phone calls are from visitors or residents wanting information. I call myself the 411 of Volusia County. You know, sometimes I don't know when the tide is up, but I get that question. Sometimes I have to find a person whose parent died up north and they can't find them. There are things that your Chamber of Commerce do that you have no clue what goes on. For years I was on the board until I became the Executive Director and went to this side of the counter. It was a big shock. So support your chambers, and we appreciate whatever support you get. Thank you.